I'm Zach,
I'm Tristan.
and we're going to show you the chemistry of baking. You're making cocoa butter brownies, and our ingredients for cocoa butter brownies are 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a cup of cocoa butter, 2 eggs, a teaspoon of honey, and a whole cup of sugar. Also adds 1 teaspoon of baking powder. With the cocoa butter, what we're gonna do is gonna heat it up in the microwave. And as we're heating up in the microwave, we're gonna start breaking down the enzymes to make sure the butter can start mixing well with the ingredients as we mix them all in the bowl. And then we're gonna put them all in the oven, and the oven's gonna start heating up and breaking them down even more. So what we've done right now, we put all of our ingredients together. We put them in a large mixing bowl, and right now we're going to start mixing them all together and start breaking down the atoms, enzymes, and all the good stuff to make what we call brownie mixture, or the liquid that we use for brownie mixture. So right now our bowl looks like this. All the dry hasn't been mixed yet, and then we're gonna start mixing it to completely push our brownie mixture to what we know to put in the oven.
What I'm doing now is preheating our source of energy, which would be the oven. Usually you would leave your brownie mixture in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes to let the dough rise. So what we did was we emptied out the mixture into our non-stick pan, and what that does is it keeps the mixture from sticking to all the pan, but it won't help but stick to it. Now, what it's going to do in the oven is when it starts to rise, it will cover all edges, and that's why we had to spray it.
What we're doing right now, we got our pan, it's all sprayed and stuff, putting it in the oven. The oven's at 350 degrees. We're gonna shut the oven. We're gonna set a timer for about 20 minutes, but the real timer is your nose. You can start to smell when the brownies are done, as the room will start filling up with reminiscence from the brownies. Alright, so right now the brownies are in the oven, and if you come over here and you zoom in really quick, you can see teeny tiny bubbles on top of the brownies, and what that is from the butter. Butter's an emulsion, and an emulsion is 2 substances that don't want to be together, in this case water and fat. And what the water is doing is the water is pushing against the surface of the brownies and trying to escape, causing those bubbles, rising the dough and making it even go higher. Water is completely evaporated. So what that does is adds that crusty surface, and what also helps is your sodium bicarbonate, or what we use is baking soda. And what that does is completely pushes up it's creating carbon dioxide gas for all the steam that was inside there, and rises the dough. So at 310 degrees, one of the most cool reactions called Maillard reactions. Maillard reactions are when proteins and sugars break down and they form ring-like structures, and basically what all that is what gives foods that shiny look like turkeys and all that, but in this case it gives our brownies that shiny glare at the top that you know when you cut it into them. Alright, so our brownies are done. We're going to take them out. Okay, as you see, as a result of the brownies after being baked and stuff, you can see caramelization. You can see alongside the edges how it's really greasy. And if you go on the edge, you can see the non-stick pan, how it didn't completely let the brownie touch the pan, and how the baking powder rose up the brownie. And right now, we're gonna cut them up. We're gonna serve them, and that's basically all your brownies. Thanks for watching.
So this is our taste test. The brownies took more than 30 minutes to cook, and here we go.
This is gross.
Alright, this is the second taste test. We made 2 batches. So here it goes. Tristan didn't like the first batch. It's pretty gross.